begin each of the lessons by singing the alphabet song. The first goal is for the child to be able to sing the song by memory. The second goal is for them to identify the specific letter symbols or graphemes that coincide with each of the letter names. Now, I've included 3 different fonts in the curriculum so your child can begin to see those variances in the fonts, including this specific one, which is called Open Dyslexic. This font has been shown to help children with dyslexia in their reading, so it's definitely something worth looking into if your child is dyslexic. Now, the first few times you do this, you'll want to point to each of the graphemes as you sing the song. Eventually, the next goal will be for your child to be able to independently point to each of the graphemes as they sing the song. Another idea for that is to use a toy, a small toy. Have them take the toy and move it from letter to letter as they sing. This helps engage the kinesthetic sense and just helps learning happen more quickly and easily. Now, a few areas of possible confusion here. As you get to the middle of the song, you'll want to make sure to slow down on each of these graphemes. A lot of times children have the tendency to zoom through these and say LMNOP, and that can cause later confusion because they don't recognize that those are 5 specific graphemes. Another possible area of confusion is between Y and Z. A lot of times we use and in the song, and so they think that there's another grapheme here. So an example of this would be as follows. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now, once your child can do that independently, then the goal will be for them to be able to identify the letters as you call out their names. So if you say K, they should be able to point to the letter K. B, M, and so forth. Now, throughout the curriculum, they'll be identifying the letters as well. They'll be given visual clues to help them further. Then they'll also be learning the letter sounds. So as you teach those sounds, you'll want them to be able to share those common sounds as they point to each of these letters as well. So as an example, when you point to or call out F, they should be able to say F, C, K. Now again, they're doing the most common sounds first, and in later curricula, they'll be learning more sounds that the letter makes. Those are called phonemes, the letter sounds. Now, as you're teaching that, I want to encourage you to keep the consonant sounds as clean as possible. Now, consonants need those vowels in order to assist with the reading. And so it's sometimes very hard to chop it up, but we have to make it as clean as possible to help with phonetic reading later on. So as an example, we don't want to say B. We don't want to say the letter B says B, because if they're trying to read the word bat later on, they're going to say B-at, and they'll be throwing in a different sound that will cause some confusion. So we want to clip that as best we can and just say P, K, D, F, G, H, Ch, K, O, M, N, P, Qu, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. So it's a little bit easier said than done, but definitely something worth doing. And again, the final goal of Level A curriculum is for you to be able to call out a letter name, for them to be able to point to it, identify it, and then identify its most common sound.